The weak are gonna lose. If you don't adapt and you don't pivot and you don't use AI, you're gonna go out of business.
I got blood. Well, it's not Epic Friday until someone gets bloody. Nope. Oh, you got I almost got my foot. Oh. It's gorgeous. Got blood. Well, it's not Epic Friday until someone gets bloody. All right. I like how you're letting me go first. Bye, Jason. I know where to sit. Yeah, Epic Friday. Down this way.
So, over the last 3 months, AI has been changing rapidly. What have you noticed as you interact with people?
There's two people, or two different types of people that are excited about it and the people that are terrified. And I was trying to figure out why they're actually terrified. And I came up with this because when I started in 99, the internet was coming. I was just excited about it, but I didn't have anything to lose. And I think a lot of people that have built something and they've done things a certain way for however long, they're scared of change. They're scared to do it.
Okay.
And I think they just need to start and I was terrified. I even went to you,
Yeah.
I was like, I really think agencies are done.
Yeah.
We don't need them. And then I started experimenting with it. And I was like, look, with AI, they need a director and someone needs to direct it. And just like in the internet, there was no web designer, there's no web developer until they came along. And so there's going to be all these new roles that AI creates
That we don't even know of.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, doing this climb. I mean, you took a different path. I took a different path until I could step in your steps. When it started getting deep, I was like, there's no reason why I should take a different path. This is working and this is actually easier. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. There's so many parallels with the outdoors and business. We pivoted. We were going to take a whole different route. And then we pivoted because it looked not comfortable.
Yeah.
And then we're not pushing forward for pride's sake. We're going to hike, live to hike another day. But I love the pivots, and it's not being scared to actually go out too.
Yeah.
Talk yourself out of anything.
Well, I kept going. We're almost there. And then I'd be like, all right, well, 10 more steps. And then 10 more steps.
Yeah.
And I think, especially with AI, people don't know where to start. They get so distracted, or they see some idiot's videos about agencies are done or business is done. We won't have a job. And I'm like, you're just doing that for headlines. It's kind of like the news efforts.
Now, I think, let me ask you this. Do you think, say there's 1,000 agencies out there right now. my impression is that it will consolidate. The weak are going to lose. If you don't adapt and you don't pivot and you don't use AI, you're going to go out of business. But you're not going to go. There might only be 100 agencies or 200 agencies left. No,
I disagree with that.
Okay.
I think there'll actually be more because the young Jason, like when the internet came out,
Yeah.
we created so many agencies because all we needed was a computer.
Oh, so you think the tool is there, so it's going to make it for everybody.
And so one person can do 10 people's jobs.
Okay.
And so it's always going to be a director. So the people that are curious, creative, innovative, those are the ones that have a shot. The ones that are, I've done it this way all the time, and they're just kind of riding it out in the sunset. Think about, there was a lot of marketing agencies when the internet came out and the digital agencies started forming, that the internet didn't kill them, and AI is not going to kill the agency. The hesitation is, right? Like they hesitated to take that leap, right? Like, it's like, if I hesitated to come up, well, then I wouldn't have made it up to the top.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't see this cool view. So
What has been your number one use of AI in the last month? I mean, you use it for a lot of different things, but give me your top three things of what you use it for.
going through all our data, like I created a operating system for us to help us make decisions. So think about, like with AI, it's all about the context you give it. And so, but if you give it too much context, right? So let's say I have all these files. It's like having a 100-person team, and I'm going to make one little small text change on their website. But I call all 100 employees into the room saying, I'm going to change this letter. Is that okay?
Mhm.
And so you have to create an operating system to figure out, where do I need to route this challenge?
So define operating system. To me, that means like DOS or, Windows 95. I don't understand. What does that mean?
A decision-making system,
Okay.
okay? Where if I ask it a design question, it will go down the design route. If I ask it a marketing question, it will go down the marketing route.
And so you've trained it based on all of your context
Yeah.
to help you with those kind of different departments.
And I've done that so I could give my team the operating system. So basically what I'm doing is I'm downloading everything I know, and I'm creating layers so my team can do that. I'm also showing my team how to build AI agents.
So give me an example of what an AI agent is for you.
It does my video editing.
So you feed it raw files, and then it compiles it.
Yep. Then I have another one that does research every week based on trends, agency news, competitors, and then gives me 5 topics for me to pick that I can create content on. And then once I do that, then it helps me figure out what's the hook, what's the
It writes a script for you.
headline. It gives me ideas. It could write the script, but I don't do well reading a script.
No, you innovate into your eyes.
So, but those are 2 easy ones. But I always tell everybody, figure out, like with you, right? Like you're always doing the research, trying to find these deals. Think about, where do you spend most of your time? Where is that bottleneck? Where would you want to train someone? Turn on your computer, pretend you're training someone, put it into AI, create an SOP, and then tell it, hey, plan this.
Yeah.
How can I create an AI agent to make my job more efficient? Ask me any questions you want and help me build this. And it's amazing what it will do. Like most of the time I have it control my computer. I can learn new things. Like it's been forever since I've designed a website. I've designed 5 websites and they're amazing. Like I would have charged $40,000 for them. It's only going to cost you a fillet.
It's fillet. Yes. Where do you see AI in the next 3 months? Like paint a picture. Where is it not yet? And you're like, dang that, I want it to do this. Where do you think it's going in 3 months?
I mean, I don't even want to look at 3 months. I can't even see where it's going in a month. Like, for example, I spoke at my event 2 weeks ago, and I went through and I said, use this document to create your AI operating system. And it kind of treated what I just told you about. 100 people come into the room.
Yeah.
And load it up. And then I really started looking at what we could do. I was like, oh man, I could create all this file structure and the routing is a decision. And it's changed that. Codex came out, which is ChatGPT's model. You don't have to switch between Claude, Chat, Work, and Code, which are 3 different apps. And so it's just going to, for per day, get selfie.
Yeah. I just wanted to be an AI trading bot.
Yeah. Oh,
Just-
people, you could create an application that actually does that. It's really, I've seen people do it.
I know.
Right. You could give it all your criteria.
I need to have it log into my account and just
Bloop, bloop.
buy, sell 1,000 times a second.
I don't know if I would do that. Your risk tolerance is a little bit more than mine on that one. I rather approve it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I give it a little, I don't know. What would you give AI to, like, as a test? 25 grand?
like, we're cheap, man.
That's why I said 25.
I'd give it like $1,000. But check out this view. If you guys want to look at it. That's what we were going to climb. But
We're living to hike another day. That's right. We got school pickup.
yeah, we got to go play dad.
Looking too close.
I know. Look at that. I want to ski down and bomb down that.